Hi, I'm Alex, and welcome to GROWX GREEN, where beginners learn simple, peaceful gardening step by step. Most of us live very busy lives. Phones, work, noise, stress, every single day. But what if I told you that a few plants can slowly change how you feel, how you think, and even how you live? Today, we are starting a beautiful journey together. A journey into gardening, made simple, slow, and stress-free. Stay with me till the end, because I'll show you why gardening is not just a hobby. It's a lifestyle that heals. If you're new here, subscribe now and grow with me, Alex. Gardening is not only about planting seeds, it is about connection. When you touch soil, your body relaxes. When you water plants, your mind slows down. When you see new leaves grow, your heart feels happy. Many people think gardening is hard, but the truth is, nature wants to grow. We just help it a little. You don't need big land, expensive tools, perfect knowledge. You only need curiosity, little patience, and love for nature. Even one small plant can change your mood. Gardening teaches us to wait, to care, to observe. These are skills we need in real life too. Let's talk about stress. Stress is silent. It stays in our body, in our shoulders, in our head. Gardening helps remove that stress naturally. When you focus on plants, your breathing slows, your thoughts become calm, your mind becomes clear. Studies show that spending time with plants can reduce anxiety, improve focus, increase happiness. That's why many people call gardening green therapy. Even 10 minutes a day with plants is powerful. No screen, no noise, just you and nature. Gardens are beautiful, not just to look at, but to feel. Flowers bring color, leaves bring freshness, sunlight brings warmth. A garden can be a place to relax, a place to think, a place to smile. Even a small balcony with pots can become your peace corner. When your home has plants, the air feels fresh, the space feels alive, your mood feels lighter. This beauty slowly changes your daily life. Many beginners think, I will fail. I don't know enough. I don't have time. But gardening is not about perfection. Plants don't want perfection. They want care. You can start with one pot, one plant, one step, and that is enough. With time, you learn naturally. Mistakes are part of growth, for plants and humans. If this video made you feel calm, inspired, or hopeful, like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Into a topic that's close to my heart, and hopefully, soon to be close to yours too. Gardening. You might think it's just about pretty flowers, or growing a few tomatoes, but it's so much more. Gardening is a powerful tool that can transform your health, your wallet, and even the world around you. So grab your gloves and let's get our hands dirty as we explore the incredible, multifaceted benefits of starting your own garden. First up, let's talk about health, specifically physical health. Gardening is what I like to call stealth exercise. You're so focused on planting, weeding, and watering that you don't even realize you're getting a full-body workout. All that digging, lifting bags of soil, and pushing a wheelbarrow builds strength and stamina. Plus, it's a fantastic low-impact activity that gets you moving and improves your flexibility and joint health. It's way more fun than running on a treadmill, and you get delicious fresh produce as a reward. Think about it. You're burning calories, toning muscles, and getting a healthy dose of vitamin D from the sun, all while creating something beautiful. It's a win-win-win. But the health benefits don't stop at your muscles. Let's talk about what's on your plate. When you grow your own food, you have complete control over what goes into it. No mysterious pesticides, no weird chemicals, just pure organic goodness. Homegrown fruits and vegetables are often more nutrient-dense than their store-bought counterparts because they re-picked at peak ripeness. That tomato you just picked from the vine is packed with more vitamins and antioxidants than one that traveled thousands of miles to get to your grocery store. You'll be amazed at how much better everything tastes. That fresh from the garden flavor will have you and your family eating more fruits and veggies than ever before. Now, let's shift from physical to mental well-being, because this is where gardening truly shines. In our fast-paced, always-on world, the garden is a sanctuary. It's a place to unplug, slow down, and connect with the natural world. The simple, repetitive tasks of watering, pruning, and weeding can be incredibly meditative. They help you focus on the present moment, pushing away the stresses and anxieties of daily life. Studies have shown that spending time in a garden can lower cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress. It's a natural mood booster. That feeling of accomplishment when you see a tiny seed sprout and grow into a full-fledged plant is incredibly rewarding and builds a sense of purpose and patience. Gardening also offers a powerful lesson in mindfulness and resilience. Nature operates on its own schedule, and you learn to work with it, not against it. You learn to accept that some plants might not make it, and that's okay. It teaches you to let go of the need for perfection and to appreciate the process, not just the outcome. This mindset can carry over into other areas of your life, helping you become more adaptable and resilient in the face of challenges. The garden becomes a living metaphor for growth, patience, and the beautiful cyclical nature of life itself. If you're ever feeling overwhelmed, I promise, 10 minutes spent tending to your plants can feel like a complete mental reset. Okay, let's talk money. Because who doesn't love saving a little cash? At first, setting up a garden might seem like an expense, but trust me, it's an investment that pays off big time. Think about how much you spend on fresh produce, especially organic herbs, berries, and specialty greens. Those costs add up fast. By growing your own, you can slash your grocery bill significantly. A single packet of tomato seeds, which costs just a few dollars, can yield pounds and pounds of fresh, delicious tomatoes all summer long. The same goes for lettuce, herbs, peppers, and so much more. You're essentially creating your own personal, free grocery store right in your backyard. And the financial benefits don't end with just saving money. A well-maintained garden and landscape can actually increase your property value. It boosts what real estate agents call curb appeal, making your home more attractive to potential buyers. A lush garden, beautiful flower beds, or even a few well-placed container plants can make a property feel more welcoming and cared for. It's an investment in your home that you get to enjoy every single day, and it could literally pay you back if you ever decide to sell. So, while you're enjoying your homegrown salads, you're also making a smart financial move. That's what I call a fruitful investment. Beyond our personal health and finances, gardening has a massive positive impact on the environment. Let's start with our local ecosystem. Your garden can become a vital habitat for pollinators like bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. By planting native, nectar-rich flowers, you provide them with the food and shelter they need to thrive. These little creatures are essential for pollinating a huge portion of the food we eat, and their populations are in decline. Creating a pollinator-friendly garden is a small but powerful act you can take to support biodiversity right in your own backyard. You're not just growing plants. You're building a tiny, thriving ecosystem. Gardening also helps us reduce our carbon footprint in several ways. When you grow your own food, you eliminate the food miles associated with transporting produce from farms to stores, which often involves long-distance trucking and refrigeration. That cuts down on fossil fuel consumption and carbon emissions. Furthermore, plants are nature's air purifiers. Through photosynthesis, they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release clean oxygen. Your garden, no matter how small, is actively helping to combat climate change and improve the air quality around your home. Every plant you grow is a small step towards a healthier planet. Finally, gardening helps us manage waste and improve our soil. Instead of throwing away kitchen scraps like vegetable peels, eggshells, and coffee grounds, you can turn them into black gold through composting. Compost is a nutrient-rich soil amendment that enriches your garden soil naturally, reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. This not only diverts waste from landfills, where it would produce harmful methane gas, but it also creates a closed-loop sustainable system. You're turning what would be trash into treasure, building healthier soil that retains water better, reduces erosion, and grows stronger, more resilient plants. It's the ultimate form of recycling, and it's a cornerstone of sustainable living. So there you have it. Gardening isn't just a hobby. It's a lifestyle. It's a way to nurture your body with exercise and healthy food, calm your mind with mindfulness and nature, save money on groceries, and make a tangible, positive difference for the environment. Whether you have a huge yard, a small patio, or just a sunny windowsill, you can start gardening. Begin small, maybe with a few pots of herbs. The most important thing is just to start. The rewards, as you've seen, are truly endless. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this has inspired you to get out there and grow something. Hello everyone, and welcome to your ultimate guide to starting your very own garden. If you've always dreamed of growing your own food or surrounding yourself with beautiful flowers, but felt overwhelmed about where to begin, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking it all down, step by step, to turn that gardening dream into a reality. Trust me, it's easier than you think, and the rewards are absolutely incredible. So grab a notebook and let's get our hands dirty. First things first, let's talk about the most crucial element for any plant: sunlight. Before you buy a single seed, you need to become a sun detective in your own backyard or balcony. Spend a day observing your space. Where does the sun hit in the morning? Where is it in the afternoon? Most vegetables and many flowering plants need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. This is what we call full sun. Areas that get about 4 to 6 hours are partial sun, and anything less is shade. Knowing your sun exposure is non-negotiable because it determines what you can successfully grow. So, take note of your sunniest spots. That's where the magic is going to happen. Next up is deciding where you want to plant. You have a few great options. The traditional choice is an in-ground garden bed. This is fantastic if you have the space and decent soil. You can simply clear a patch of lawn, amend the soil, and you're good to go. Another incredibly popular option, especially for beginners, is a raised garden bed. These are essentially boxes you fill with high-quality soil. They offer excellent drainage, warm up faster in the spring, and can save your back from a lot of bending. Plus, you have complete control over the soil quality. If you're short on space, don't worry. Container gardening is your best friend. Pots, window boxes, and even hanging baskets can turn a small patio or balcony into a lush oasis. You can grow almost anything in a container, as long as it's big enough and has drainage holes. Now for the fun part, choosing what to grow. As a beginner, it's smart to start with plants that are known for being easy and productive. This will give you a confidence boost and a delicious harvest. For vegetables, think about things you actually love to eat. Some fantastic starter veggies include lettuce, spinach, and other leafy greens. They grow quickly, and you can harvest them multiple times. Radishes are another super fast crop, going from seed to salad in under a month. Bush beans are very low maintenance and produce a ton. Zucchini is famously productive. Just be warned, you might end up with more than you know what to do with. And of course, cherry tomatoes are a must-try. They are much easier to grow than larger varieties, and taste so sweet right off the vine. If flowers are more your style, there are plenty of easy-to-grow options that will fill your garden with color. Sunflowers are iconic for a reason. They're cheerful, easy to plant from seed, and kids love watching them grow. Marigolds are another great choice. They are tough, bloom all summer long, and even help deter some garden pests. Zinnias are a personal favorite. They come in a rainbow of colors and are amazing cut flowers for bouquets. And for something that will come back year after year, consider planting perennials like coneflowers or black-eyed Susans. They are hardy, beautiful, and attract pollinators like bees and butterflies to your garden. All right, you've picked your spot and your plants. Now let's talk soil. This is the foundation of your garden, and good soil makes all the difference. If you're using containers or raised beds, it's simple. Buy bags of high-quality potting mix or raised bed soil. Don't just dig up dirt from your yard, as it can be heavy, full of weed seeds, and lacking in nutrients. For an in-ground garden, you'll likely need to improve your existing soil. The best way to do this is by adding organic matter. Compost is your garden's best friend. It enriches the soil with nutrients, improves drainage in heavy clay soil, and helps sandy soil retain moisture. You can buy bagged compost or even start your own compost pile. Mix a generous layer, about 2 to 3 inches, into the top 6 inches of your garden bed. Your plants will thank you for it. Now it's time to plant. Always read the seed packet or plant tag. It contains vital information, like how deep to plant the seed, how far apart to space your plants, and when to plant them. This isn't just a suggestion. Proper spacing is crucial for air circulation and preventing disease. If you're starting with seeds, A general rule of thumb is to plant them about twice as deep as they are wide. For young plants or seedlings from a nursery, gently remove them from their pots. Loosen the roots slightly if they're tangled, and plant them at the same depth they were in the container. After planting, give everything a gentle but thorough watering to help settle the soil and reduce transplant shock. Speaking of watering, let's get into garden care. Consistency is key. Your plants need a steady supply of moisture, but not too much. Overwatering is just as bad as underwatering. The best way to check if your plants need water is the finger test. Stick your finger about an inch or two into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it's damp, hold off for another day. It's better to water deeply and less frequently than to give your plants a shallow sip every day. This encourages the roots to grow deep into the soil, making them stronger and more resilient. Try to water the base of the plant directly on the soil and avoid getting the leaves wet, especially in the evening. This helps prevent fungal diseases. We also need to talk about weeds. They compete with your plants for water, sunlight, and nutrients, so you want to keep them under control. The easiest way is to pull them by hand when they're small. A little weeding each day is much more manageable than a huge weekend-long project. Another fantastic tool against weeds is mulch. A layer of straw, shredded leaves, or wood chips spread around your plants will suppress weeds, help the soil retain moisture, and regulate soil temperature. It's a triple win for your garden. As your plants grow, they'll need food. If you started with good, compost-rich soil, you're already ahead of the game. But for hungry plants like tomatoes and zucchini, or for anything in a container, you'll likely need to provide some extra nutrients during the growing season. A simple, all-purpose organic fertilizer is a great place to start. You can find liquid fertilizers that you mix with water, or granular ones that you sprinkle around the base of the plants. Just follow the directions on the package, because over-fertilizing can harm your plants. Feeding them every few weeks during their peak growing period will keep them healthy and productive. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for, harvest time. This is the ultimate reward for all your hard work. For leafy greens like lettuce and spinach, you can often use the cut and come again method. Just snip off the outer leaves, and the plant will continue to produce new ones from the center. For things like beans, zucchini, and cucumbers, pick them when they are young and tender. Frequent harvesting actually encourages the plant to produce more. Don't let that zucchini turn into a giant baseball bat. It won't taste nearly as good. For tomatoes, wait until they are fully colored and have a slight give when you gently squeeze them. The taste of a sun-ripened tomato from your own garden is something you will never forget. So there you have it, your beginner's guide to a thriving garden. Start small, choose easy plants, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every gardener, no matter how experienced, has had plants that didn't make it. It's all part of the learning process. The most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the incredible connection you build with nature and the food you eat. It's a journey that is not only good for your plate, but also for your soul. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you feel inspired and empowered to start your own gardening adventure. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening!